as an entrepreneur whose journey reflects resilience, adaptability, and a strong belief in learning through action. As a founder of Ticket 9 Event Tech, a platform simplifying a management and ticketing, she brings a perspective shared on hands on experience and innovation. So, everyone, please welcome Ms. Yazhini Shanmugam to the dais.
So, good afternoon to all. I like the way she introduced me because everywhere I go, people introduced me as Yarni and so, the way they introduced. I'll tell you why. So today, if you open any social media, I guess everybody have social media platforms, everybody have accounts, right? So if you open any social media, you can able to see post, a reel, a video. A content is everything today, right? Because if you are in a business, if you are an influencer, if you are a content creator, all your job is on social media. So in every post, every video you post or you create, somewhere in the comment section, people are like, someone is making fun of someone. We call it trolling. We call it just for fun. Sometimes we don't even notice it anymore. But I always think, if it's this hard to handle as an adult today, how could a 6 years old handled this 25 years ago? So people call me today Yalini, but that wasn't always my name. You know, my name made entire school classroom laugh every single day. It's just started small. My class teacher would mispronounce it while taking attendance. My physical trainer, so-called PT teacher, he always sounds different and changed the entire tone of my name. My science teacher, a beautiful lady, she always say it loud just to make it fun. The moment my name was called, the classroom wouldn't stay silent. The voices from everywhere, with different versions, tone, laughter. Just like that, my name became a joke. Every time people call my name louder than needed, it didn't just echo in the classroom, it stayed with me. Whenever I go to a nearer classroom, another classroom, whenever I go to a senior classroom or a junior classroom, always I used to hear my name with different versions. Randomly, people are calling me like XY. I don't want to mention it here. When I'm walking in the ground, far away from a voice is coming. So I was like, pathetic. These guys don't have any job at all than trolling me. It wasn't about my name. It was a feeling of being seen but not respected. It didn't stop in my classroom. It was like even in tuition, even in other school, wherever I go, I hear the same. I felt like something. It was not about my name. It was a feeling of being seen but not respected. I didn't cry in front of them. I didn't react. I just stood there and accepted it. Because at 6 years, you don't analyze the word, you just observe them. I never went home and told my parents about this. Instead, I stayed silent. That's why I was telling, like, I love to hear my name. You know, from that moment, I stopped raising my hands. I stopped coming forward. I made sure I'm not the first person in anything. And I learned to become unnoticed. You know, and slowly it became like it's not about a name or trolling. It's about how I saw myself. Years passed, school became college, college became work, but the pattern didn't completely disappear. No? Now we can think that it's just a name, just people are making fun of it, it's just a classroom fun. For them, it was a moment. For them, it was a joke, fun, whatever we can call. But for me, it's repeated. Repetition has a weight. 20 years of trauma never give you a confidence, bro. How could a kid step forward with all those traumas? For a long time, I was thinking I don't have a choice at all. I really wanted to be unnoticed, one among the crowd. I just settled myself in that way. But one thing I always knew, one fine day, in fact, I forgot to notice or count the days I got bullied. I was candidly talking to my mom at the terrace. My mom, she's a 70s born, a typical middle class woman, a homemaker, my ideal, the someone I would observe more, said, I, she was, she was about to, or she was like to name me as Yazhini at that time when I was born. I was pretty shocked and curious. What are you saying, Mom? And I've been going through all those traumas these years, and you're now coming and saying, why don't you choose that? Pathetic women, she don't have a choice or space to choose it. Maybe due to many circumstances, not only 70s women, now we are in 2026, even now I could see the same issues in many households. Later in 20s, I was thinking about this always. Why not? Why not? Then I felt like, why don't I take this as my choice? And it also feels like I'm going to give life to something once my mom wanted. Then I took a bold decision of changing my name to Yazhini. Still, I remember for the very first time, I introduced myself in a new forum, I think in Chennai. Hi, I'm Yazhini. No one laughed, no reactions, no laugh, Nothing. They just said, "Hi, Yalini. Nice meeting you." It was like no noise. That's very normal. That normal I didn't experience in my life ever. That was a real moment for me. That night, I was standing in front of mirror and I said that again. "Hi, I'm Yazhini Shanmugam." For the very first time, without fear, without hesitation, with full of confidence. You know, it's not about changing the name, location, or the job title, whatever. I realized and I came to know that the confidence doesn't come overnight. But for that confidence, you need some helping hand to come out of whatever the trauma you undergo. For me, this is my helping hand. For others, could be anything. And from that moment, Yalini's journey begins. Now I'm standing here, thanking universe for helping me to get out of my trauma. Thank you.